Are you tired of dying in Warzone? Whether you play Rebirth or Verdansk, the truth is that sometimes it's the simple mistakes that are holding you back the most. So in today's video, we're going to be going over 5 simple tips that you can immediately use next time you drop in, and you're going to be shocked at just how fast your games start to improve. Now, we're going to quickly go over these 5 simple tips, and then I've actually got you with 2 high kill live commentaries, where as I'm playing, I'm going to be talking you through my thought process and really why I'm doing what I'm doing as a 5 KD player, specifically focusing on these 5 things. Game number 1 on Rebirth, game number 2 on Verdansk. Now, the first thing that you need to do next time you drop in is do not fight until you get loadout unless you absolutely have to. Now, look, I know there are certain situations where you have no choice but to fight, but if we just prioritize that loadout, whether it's immediately as we fly in or more importantly, when we're trying to regain, we are going to have more success. You are going to feel more comfortable and have more confidence and be able to get more kills with your loadout than you will with floor loot. Next up, the second thing you need to do next time you drop in is pay attention to weapon pings on the minimap. When an enemy shoots an unsuppressed weapon, they literally pop up on the minimap as a red dot, giving you some insight into where a team is fighting or maybe even where multiple teams are fighting. It's literally free information for you, yet it's an area that a lot of you guys struggle. You're going to see me use this a lot in both of the gameplays to really understand where teams are and where I can go ahead and push. Now, real quick, before we jump into the third one, guys, if you are looking to get better at Warzone, just give me 30 days. Subscribe down below, watch my videos. I promise you'll become a better player. And if not, after 30 days, you can always unsubscribe. I totally understand, but I guarantee you that is not going to happen. All of my videos contain both Rebirth content and Verdansk content. Now, the third thing that you really need to focus on next time you drop in is just popping more UAVs. Regardless of your playstyle, whether you play super aggressive, whether you play balanced or super passive, UAVs give us information. If you want to get kills, gives us information about where teams are and where we can push. If you want to play passive, UAVs give us insight into where we can rotate to or how we can make a safe rotation to ultimately get to where we want to get to. The fourth thing that you need to do next time you drop in is always pay attention to your cover. And there's 2 situations that I want to talk about here. The first is the obvious one, which is when we're actually in a gunfight, making sure that we're challenging off a head glitch, making sure that we always have cover, trying to get that high ground if we can, because at the end of the day, it makes us a harder target to hit, and it gives us the ability to plate up if we need to. The second one, which is an area that a lot of you guys struggle, is paying attention to your cover when rotating, really understanding when you're caught out in the open, trying to limit that exposure as much as possible, and really trying to get to that next piece of cover just in case we do get shot, at which point we can go ahead and start to plate up. And finally, the last thing that you need to do next time you drop in is focus on rotating early into zone. The more we can be in zone, the better off we are going to be. Now, I'm not saying as soon as you get the next circle, you have to beeline it for center zone. What I'm saying is we don't want to be caught on the edge of gas, especially during those early circles. That's where we get caught by good players who are just holding us out, and there's really nowhere that we can go, at which point we just become an easy kill. Focus on getting into circle early, whether that's using a vehicle or whether that's rotating piece of cover to piece of cover. You will absolutely put yourself in a better spot. Let's go ahead and jump into Rebirth, guys. If you're interested in Verdansk, here's the timestamp for you. Okay, so we're going to start off here on Rebirth, guys. If you're only interested in Verdansk, check the timestamp down below. Watch the tree Uh-oh. We're going to have action here. We're going to have action here. Don't fight early game unless you absolutely have to. And right here, we are going to have to. You know, this is going to happen from time to time. Uh-oh. Where are you? I know there's no gun in here. Yeah, I know there's no gun in there. One other guy on my level. Yeah, so guys, we don't want to really push fights early game, but this also applies to at any point in time, you know, throughout a game where... This guy's right here. This also applies to at any point in time, whether we're regaining, you know, whether we're mid-game. Like, we want to make sure that we're really prioritizing that loadout. I understand some of you guys might land prison, you might land control, trying to get off to a really hot start. Totally okay with that. You know, really trying to focus on those kills early, but we also want to make sure we're prioritizing loadout. And by the way, guys, real quick, if you are looking to get better at Warzone, just give me 30 days. Subscribe down below, watch my videos. I promise you'll become a better player. And if not, after 30 days, you can always unsubscribe. I totally get it. But I personally guarantee you that is not going to happen. What? Was there a guy up top there? No. I don't like rotating down this way, but I kind of have no choice here. And I also chose this location. It's not where I usually land, but I chose this location because of the fact that I know loadout is going to take a little bit longer, and we're going to have to kind of not fight here early. Usually we don't have to fight there. Let's go ahead and push up top here. The other thing that I will say about loadout, guys, is perks. You know, not only I'm talking about guns here because, yeah, I feel more comfortable with the LC-10 and the Krieg than I do with the floor loot guns that I had. You know, but also perks, guys. Perks are a huge, huge, huge advantage, whether it's, you know, scavenger so that I can pop more UAVs, or quick fix so that I can get back into fights quicker, or temper so that I can save on plates and only use 2 plates as opposed to 3. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Let's go ahead and make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's go ahead and fry this guy out of the sky. No, we're going to hold on and save that. Goal for today, guys, is 3,000 likes on the videos. Let's see if we can absolutely... You know what? Actually, let's do 1,000. Let's do 1,000 likes on today's video. 3 might be a little bit aggressive. Let's go ahead and push up top here. Always keeping in mind cover and where I'm susceptible. I'm susceptible to the left side right here. Generally not susceptible to the right side because people don't usually just sit in there. We're obviously in circle. That's less of a thing on Rebirth because obviously circles generally... Look at the weapon pings on Grandma's. Weapon pings at Grandma's, weapon pings at Tower. Which also means, guys, when there's weapon pings, that also generally means people are going to be flying into. Terminator skin, need to get that full kill. There we go. Okay, so there is a guy that's in Tower still. Always thinking about cover here. Shoot again. Same exact spot. Weapon pings over to my right side. I just can't get this full kill. I need to be careful here. I'm kind of... Yeah, we're in a good spot here. PA. I'm just going to push inside here. What are these guys doing? We can keep playing our positioning here. There's somebody here. Watch backside, maybe? Kind of want to be careful here. I mean, these guys are still all flying in.
We've got 10 squads active in the field. Enemies are dropping into the...
I'm pushing in here. We're going to play close quarters positioning here, though. Just be always get in a spot where we can still... Oh my gosh, he has specialist. Holy smokes. Close quarters positioning. I can always... I still have a really good position that I can get out if I need to. That's just a weapon ping and mini-map ping. We have enough? Yeah. Let's go grab Yui here. We have every perk in the game. Obviously, teams are gonna... You know, it always... Not always happens. Don't jump over because there's people to my right side there. Bags, 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 bags. More UEs, more UEs, more UEs. One guy over to my right side right here. No, I lost that gunfight. I didn't think he was that. I didn't think he was up that quick. He just literally just popped out on me. He was in a really good position there. We have UE up. He's gonna have specialist, which is gonna suck. But let's go ahead and drop back in on loadout here. Don't fight unless, you know, we have loadout. Obviously, we know we're in a pretty good spot here to be able to get loadout. That guy's also fighting here, so we might be able to go third party this a little bit. Watch that sniper further back. He definitely grabbed my specialist, didn't he? Yup. He didn't grab my UAV, though. Okay, so a bunch of people over this way. Where? We get that full kill. There we go. Got that full kill. One guy down below. One guy above me here. That's the benefit of a UAV. One guy in here. No, he's flying in. These guys are over here. We got to just be careful of zone a little bit. Dude, there's just so many people flying in over here. There's so many people over here. Watch my left side here. Where are you guys? No. 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 Always fight from cover. That's what happens when we get caught with no cover. I mean, obviously, I was in a really good spot with cover from one team, but we obviously didn't know about the second team there. Watch this team over to my right side. go ahead and push up top here. These guys have to push to me here. Control. Nah, I'm dead. That's unfortunate there. I just got caught way too over-aggressive. They're kind of pushing a little bit out of circle. Not out of circle, but not in a great spot here. But let's go ahead. We focus on loadout once again. Dying is part of the game, guys. We got a team right there. We got a team right there. We got a crate up top here. So we should still be in an okay spot. You know, still 5 teams left here. Bunch of people fighting over to my left side. Unfortunately, loadout is not discounted here. We're in a little bit of a weird position. I would love to be able to get loadout right here, but... Okay, team over in... oh, there's crates down low here. Nice. Top 5, so there's literally like... What are we at? 15 kills here? We're still okay. There's teams in industry for sure. And I would love to not fight them until I get this loadout down. Wait. I gotta be really, really careful here. I'll tell you what. Watch this. Watch this. Watch what we're gonna do here. Watch what we're gonna do here. Watch this. Always fight from cover, right? Always fight from cover. And start to use your brain a little bit in terms of how we get out of situations. Look at all that shooting over at control. That's fine. They want to miss a lock. They can miss a lock.
Enemy spotted.
Nice. Dude, no way. That guy's one shot. We're in a really good position up top here. We flipped that and we took high ground from everybody. I'm pretty sure nobody else is around us here. Yeah, look at all this fighting here. Let's just make sure we're fighting from cover.
Be advised, resurgence is no longer active. This one's
Dude, this is insanity. What the heck is going on over here?
Load up now.
Got lethals here.
Make sure we're staying. And I'm worried about my right side right now. That's what I'm worried about.
Switching maps.
Okay. Always fight from cover. And we're in circle technically, so. What are you doing? Where are you? Let's back off here for a second. I'm worried about high ground here because if somebody sneaks behind us, we're just dead. Gas mask. I think everybody's down below us, but like, let's just go ahead and confirm here. Guys, we're 20 and 2. Yeah, just like I told you.
Hostile airstrike incoming.
Did not get that full kill yet. There it is. There's people in... Okay, so what do we got here? Oh, I mean, look. It's a good thing that I rotated it early. That's a knock. Oh my gosh, that's a full team of 4.
Enemy UAV is online.
I need these teams to fight each other.
LDBR
That does absolutely nothing. Congratulations. I'm literally just going to push to this side here. These teams all need to fight each other, and then I need to kind of third party this for the win a little bit. That's the... I'm never going to... I mean, I could 1v4, especially with this circle here, but I'd prefer not to. I also don't have self.
Don't let up now. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
I mean, I can slide to right here. Nice. There's kill number 20. We got high ground here. We just play our positioning here. We made sure we prioritized loadout the entire game, guys. We acted on weapon pings, especially here. We popped UAVs. We really focused on that cover dynamic, and we really put ourselves in a good spot, always fighting. No, let them fight each other. Let them fight each other. They can fight. I'll let them fight each other. Let's freaking go. 22, guys. Make sure you are subscribed down below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let's go ahead and jump into Verdansk. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in here, guys, on Verdansk. Wait, let's float. We have nobody quarry? Nobody over here? Okay. Let's go. Hey, guys, landing outside of zone, by the way, is perfectly fine. When we talk about getting into zone early, that just means don't rotate on the very, very edge of zone. You know, we want to stay ahead of zone where we have a little bit more outplay potential. But let's go ahead and start off, guys, with this loadout dynamic here as we're looting up. I think when it comes down to it, guys, there's a few different things that I really thought through. You know, I've always said loadout is the most important thing in the game. It's the biggest advantage you can give yourself. But I want you to think about a few other scenarios. You know, think about a scenario where, you know, you get too aggressive early game. And sometimes you're going... Hey, anytime that we want to, like, pop a crate or show me something, was this this is a high-value loot zone here. I don't understand why there's... I might go grab that most wanted. I'm going to be a maniac here. We're gonna grab a most wanted. I don't think anybody else is here, so we should be okay. It's a little bit risky, obviously. But let's go ahead and complete this contract and get it done. You know, one of the worst situations that a lot of you guys end up in is, you know, you land somewhere, you know, first of all, you don't pay attention to who's landing around you, you get caught off guard, and let's hypothetically say you guys all die, okay? Let's say you guys get wiped, right? Now you all win Gulag, okay? Hypothetically, you guys all win Gulag, you come back in, okay, it is what it is, we lost Gulag, you know, whatever. But then the bigger issue is you guys are getting loadout, you fight a team, you guys die, one of you guys dies. Now you can't buy a UAV because you got to buy the teammate back because he burned Gulag. So, you know, I try to hold on to Gulag as long as possible so that later in the game, you know, it allows me to kind of get that momentum back when I need it. Where are all the crates? Is just backside quarry the only part? Somebody just popped UAV around me. Great. Dude, what is going on here? The other dynamic, guys, is the easy one, right? Do you feel more comfortable with loadout guns or with floor loot? Loadout guns. And if you don't feel good with loadout guns, guys, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you feel more comfortable with floor loot, guys, then I don't know what to tell you. Heartbeat sensor's big. What do we got here? Nothing? Okay. Nothing here. Let's go ahead and jump over this way, kind of work towards buy station, because we should be able to get it here in a second. Maybe a crate above. You know, when it comes to perks, right? Perks are also very important. And by the way, guys, we're playing solo duos here. So, you know, I'm going to show you that, like, this early game start is really not that big of a deal. You know, it's really not that big of a deal. We're going to drop a 20-plus kill game here and really piece it all together. But, you know, I'm running Scavenger, which is really going to help us with cash flow, allow us to get off to a really good start and kind of keep that momentum going when I get kills, which allows us to pop more UAVs, which is tip number 3. You know, also allows us to regain a little bit easier if we do die because we'll have more cash flow flying back in. You know, I'm running bird's eye so that ghosted players can't hide and I can see everything on radar. So those perks really are a huge advantage when it comes to kind of keeping that momentum and having better awareness and executing better. Let's go ahead and grab loadout here. We actually should... We're going to be just short of a UAV as well. But we're not that far from zone. We got a car. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab self here early. Let's go ahead and grab self-revive here early. Now we're off to a really good start here. By the way, guys, if you are looking to get better at Warzone, just give me 30 days. Subscribe down below. Watch my videos. I promise you, you'll become a better player. If not after 30 days, guys, you can always unsubscribe. I totally get it, but I guarantee you that is not going to happen. Let's start to find some info here. Let's start to get into zone. There was, I think, a team landing to my... I could grab bounty here, but we don't have to. I could grab bounty, but let's just roll as normal and kind of focus on how I get loadout, or sorry, get information when we're just roaming right here. Loadout over to my left side here. No, I overslid that. These guys are going to have loady here already. Dude, those guys are probably just going to push rooftop, so whatever. I actually see that guy in the window. Hold on, let's challenge from cover here. Okay, we'll leave them now. Did they just try to blow up my car?
I'll drive.
Yeah, they did. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. GG's. I'm not going to fight people that want to just sit in buildings the whole time. So frustrating, man. People are... That's just how people play. I mean, it just is what it is, guys. It's the battle royale dynamic. You know, let's see what we can find through here. Let's see what we can find through here. I'm just gonna... That's a big kill right there, actually. Look, there's the cash flow dynamic. Right? Now we need one crate to be able to pop UAV. And we should be able to find it right here. And now we can really start to get some momentum going here. Now we should be able to really start to get some momentum going.
Get a UAV on grid.
Two guys back behind me. Those guys are still in big. One guy right here. That's who we need to go push. He's sniping at somebody too. Let's just get closer here. Keep working forward. You know, I know that those two guys are over on blue. We also just... The problem right now is we don't really have a ton of other information. This guy's pushing here. There's a most wanted. There's also people over to... kind of at this buy... Two teams over at this buy station here. Okay, what's going on straight ahead here? Where is this guy? Make sure we're always challenging with cover. I think I left my heartbeat sensor, which sucks. This guy's probably on... This guy's probably in the house if I had to guess. I think I had a heartbeat. Yeah, look at the... There he is. Where are these guys? These guys are over to my right side here. I want to think about getting high ground here. I am threat level 2. Watch this window right here. It's a big first kill. That's a big first kill right there. And we played that perfectly with cover. Now we have enough. Now we have enough money for a... We get a heartbeat right there. We have enough money for Yui. Anybody rotating in back behind me? No. One guy over here. That's in Narnia. We still got a bunch of teams left here, so we're in a pretty good spot. Nice little 4-kill start. That's exactly where we want to be. You know, that's exactly where we... It's exactly where we want to be. Let's go ahead and grab, see if we can get some more info. We got to get closer to zone here. Got a little bit of a long rotation. My guess is a lot of people downtown. We might try to get downtown here. You know, again, now we're starting to work off of... There's a team over this way here. They probably just popped UAV, if I had to guess. If I had to guess, they probably were the team that popped UAV. I might just explore this a little bit, although this is probably that same team that's running rocket launchers and freaking whatever, so GG's, they can have it. I'm just going to assume that that's that team. Let's just focus on getting really, really far into zone here. You know, this is the tough part a little bit about duos is, you know, we're just not getting weapon pings right here, right? So we're just kind of driving around, trying to see what we can find, trying to get a little info. We can always grab supply run if we want to. Right? We can always grab this. Let's go ahead and head over this way. That should give us enough for UAV because it's discounted. You know, so this is where we've got to kind of create our own cash flow because we're not getting anything right now momentum-wise. We're not getting any, you know, we're not getting any weapon pings. We don't have enough cash for UAVs. You know, we're going to have to kind of create our own momentum in this case. Obviously, we know that Overlook's a very hot area of the map, so we've got to be careful here. Let's go see what we can find. We know that this is going to be a kind of a... Yeah, let's see. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Smoke out.
It's above me.
Good work, team.
I was aggressive,
Discount
but...
is applied.
Good job by him to play that head glitch, but I just shot better there.
Priority tasking request received. We're done. Reloading.
These two guys, I'm pretty sure, are... There were two guys in there. I'm pretty sure. I don't think... Oh my gosh. I don't get those if I don't get those if I don't pay attention to weapon pings, and I don't get those if I don't get high ground. That's that. If I don't get high ground, I don't get those, and if I don't pay attention to weapon pings and the fact that there were two teams over here, I don't get those kills. You know, and those are the little things that you really, really need to pick up on in saying, okay, I know those weapon pings are there. I know that's two teams. Let's work backside this way here. Teams in port, one team here. Now it's kind of where we probably want to go to. I mean, what else we got? Two teams, or two guys floating out into the open here. Kind of over this direction. Oh, wait, these guys are in an ATV, I'm pretty sure. Or a car.
TACOM, we're flying on cue. UAV returning to tank.
I get 2 kills there? Yep. Yep, that I did. Surrey! It's where I love thermites. You know, thermite. I don't know if there's any other. I think maybe some other
Enemy
ones do,
UAV
but
is online.
man, I love thermites for that reason.
Standing by.
There's somebody around me here.
Get a UAV on grid.
What's this guy doing? You can see how much momentum we just have right now. Like, you can just feel how much control we have over these situations. Where are all these guys over here? Oh, those guys are all over that way.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead.
Let's see what these guys are doing over here to my...
Enemy UAV overhead.
Tell you what, I kind of want to work in here. I kind of want to just focus on this high ground dynamic and playing smart. What are these guys doing?
That's closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Where are these guys going?
Priority tasking request received. UAV exiting AO.
Man, this is gonna be tough.
Using equipment.
It's big. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. You know, again, we're just playing with cover. We're playing our positioning. We have our... How many kills have I gotten from high ground here? Or where I was in a better position than that team, right? You can see, like, I'm not trying to do too much. I'm just playing really, really, really strategic with my decision making. Now we go ahead. We've got $6,700. We pop another UAV.
Got gas moving in.
Play high, play high, play high, play high. Where is this guy? Is he still close? Hold up.
Requesting recon above.
I'm a little bit nervous about this. This guy had so...
Be advised, there's an enemy squad gunning.
What's his team back behind me doing?
Enemy spotted.
Watch the back guy. That's it. Okay, so this is exactly what I mean, right? Like, now, obviously, guys, I am a 5KD player. Again, my whole goal is just to help you become a better player. If you are, make sure you are subscribed down below. But you're in a very susceptible position right here, right? And that's when I took advantage and was able to get that initial down, at which point pressure's on them. Are we going to revive? Are we not going to revive? You know, what is our play from here? And they're the ones that are in a really, really bad spot. You know, and I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to put the pressure on that guy. But how do I put the pressure on that guy? You know, how do I actually do that? Well, we do that by taking high ground, right? And we put ourselves in a really, really good position there. I got one guy on my level here.
UAV is bingo fuel. Returning to base. Get down, frag.
To be honest, I just don't know this building that well.
Flashbang incoming.
I mean, I know this guy's above me here. Right? It's gotta be. Let's go grab bounty over this way. I don't need to fight that guy. He can have it. No, again, guys, always fight from cover. You see that little close quarters positioning right there? You see how we play that close quarters where I don't push into the building. You know, instead, I kind of work my way around. I play a little bit more patient, a little bit more strategic. And then from there, we're able to kind of get that kill from outside where he's the one who has to push me. And I'm obviously able to catch him off guard. Let's pop UE here.
Requesting recon above.
And we see these guys top, right? We see all these guys over here straight ahead of me. I've got to worry about top to my left, right? Susceptible position, but again, because of bird's eye, I know he's not looking at me. There's people top straight ahead. There's just people on all of these rooftops here. Big game bounty averted, which is good. What are all these guys doing? All these guys are over here.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight.
I don't think anybody's on this big building straight ahead of me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we're okay here.
Enemy spotted.
Gas closing in.
I saw those guys. that was.
That was close.
No idea who that guy was.
SDR awaiting target in this arc.
What do you got? Do we want to go play high ground here? It's a really tough angle here, by the way. That's the problem. No. I should be okay. I just want to make sure I get to cover. I don't know where I got sniped from, to be honest with you. Dude, I needed to hug that wall more. Man.
Moving this way.
I needed to keep crawling back. I thought I could get away with it there. Okay, here we go. We should have... Oh, we don't have great cash. Well, $3,500. We're still working.
Loading new mag.
Dude, what just hit me?
Fire.
Holy smokes. I guess a rock? That rock must have thrown me off. Okay, what do we got here?
Back in the
Wait, I can land back on my stuff here.
No more fighting in the gulag. Friendly
Right?
loadout drops on the way.
SDR ready for launch.
I just gotta be very careful of, like...
switching mag.
Yeah, I've gotta just be smart here. That's why, because that team's still sniping up there. Obviously won't let me.
You're losing ground.
They're on this building, so as soon as they get off that building, I can go. Just don't know where that guy is. Okay, they jumped. I just don't have self, which sucks.
FFE, danger close. Over.
Dude, there's no way I don't get that full kill. Where's anybody rotating in from outside this way? Yep, there's sniper.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone
I can stay up here.
Target grid empty. Negative PDA.
I'm just so nervous because I obviously don't have...
Load up. 10 remain. You're almost done
I
here.
don't have self, and I know this team's close. That's what I'm concerned about here. Oh, I almost just jumped off.
Enemy spotted. Loading new mag.
I've got to be careful of hill.
Gas is inbound.
I just don't see this guy. That's where I just love Tracker. You just track him through the bushes. Where are these guys? There's our 20.
Just working out the kinks.
You're in the top 3. Doubling up now. Gas is closing in. Relocate to the safe zone. Gas is moving. Left.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Always fight off cover. Always fight off of cover.
Primary objective complete.
I can't. If I go to push that guy up, guys, there's no way I'm going to win that. There's no way I'm going to get up there. I play the loadout as my head glitch. I can use that to my advantage. The guy doesn't know that I'm over there. That's where I don't just full send that because I'm never going to make it across. If you guys want to get better, subscribe. If you don't want to get better, then don't subscribe. I don't know what to tell you guys. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.